A nearly packed house here at the Bangor Auditorium. As a matter of fact, they put the sold-out signs on the door at about 2:30 this afternoon when we came over to check things out. And a huge crowd. Some of the fans have filed out after game number 1, but we still have a great crowd here for game number 2 between Bangor and Deering. I know a lot of people have wanted to see Deering play because they've been talked about so much. As we look at one of the key reasons, Jamal Katarina averaging 22 points a game. He's got 29 points in the Western Maine final. Number 23, he's one of the reasons why Deering is here tonight.
Well, talking about the crowd tonight, Mike, I think the largest crowd to witness a high school basketball game, if I can recollect right, it was 1957, Edward Little Old Town, 6,200 people in here. And back then, they pulled the bleachers all the way out. Okay, They were, in other words, the bleachers would be right at our back. And I believe, there's Joe Campbell, Bangor's #1 threat. That was the largest crowd I think ever witnessed a high school game here.
Joe Campbell had a good tournament. He was the MVP of the Eastern Maine tournament with 26 points in the quarterfinals, 22 in the semifinals. And Skowhegan did a nice job holding him down to 8 points, but he still got 17 rebounds against Skowhegan.
Right, and they played a diamond-1 defense against him, and I don't think you'll see Deering do that. I think you'll see Deering come out, play man-to-man in some 2-3 matchup zone. I think you look for Bangor not to start out man-to-man, but to probably start out 2-3 zone.
Well, we'll see how they deal with the offensive power of Deering. Bangor known for their defense, Deering known for their offense. It makes for a really nice contrast and kind of an interesting chess match almost that we'll watch the two coaches, Roger Reed and Mike Francoeur, perform here tonight with their teams at the auditorium.
And the thing with Bangor is Bangor can't match up with him physically man-to-man.
All right, let's go meet the players for game number 2. Thanks for the lineups, and we're ready now for Deering and Bangor. Bangor will start senior in Venetestein, Ray a sophomore, Shea a senior, Campbell a senior, and Johnson a senior. Belanger's a junior for Deering. Katarina's a senior. Kaner Medley's a senior. Phillips a junior. Castorella a senior.
Well, when you take a look at Deering's size, all three players, Katarina, Kander Medley, and Castorella, are all bigger than Joe Campbell.
Well, they average about 6'3",
but they also are a lot heavier. I mean, they're ruggedly built. So Campbell's got his work cut out for him to go against those three. And when you look at the size, there's no question that Deering physically is a much more impressive team.
All right, Deering in the purple and Bangor in the white. Players greet each other as we get ready for the toss-up here to get this one underway at the auditorium.
But that's why we play. If everybody knew what the score was, Mike, we wouldn't have a job. Ask Iowa State.
Yeah, we look at things on paper, and sometimes we try to win games on paper. That's not how it turns out.
Well, Bangor's going to concede the tap. They're going to jump with Ray against number 33, Nick Kander Medley. They're going to concede the tap and run drop back. And I think they're going to drop. I would look for them to drop back in the zone.
So the tap, of course, will go to Deering very quickly.
Just what they're in, a 2-3 zone. Just what we thought they'd be in, Mike.
And Belanger kick it off on the left side to Kaner Medley.
Yeah, this will cut down a little bit of the individualism skills of Deering.
Katarina now into the corner to Kaner Medley. First shot of the game is a baseline shot missed by Kaner Medley.
Foul is going to be on number 33, Nick Kander Medley.
First foul of the game.
Now what the zone's going to do, Mike, is it'll take the individual skills down a little bit from Deering, okay? It will force them now to move the ball and be more of a team than individuals.
It's Zach Ray and Jim Shea bringing the ball up for Bangor. Shea off to Ray.
And Deering's going to attack them with a 1-3-1 zone.
Shea will fire it up, and he'll hit it for two. Jim Shea with the first basket of the game.
Well, it's going to be a battle of the zones. This will slow the pace of the game down, Mike.
Bangor will take it away. It's Johnson coming up with it.
Well, Deering's had one poor shot and a turnover already.
And Bangor's point guard, Ray, will give it off to Campbell. Now on the right side, Johnson. Shea to Ray. Campbell tries to get a touch on it. The ball is knocked loose. And a foul is called on Deering.
Here's a pass from Ray over to Shea. Shea with one dribble penetration, pulls up, cans a 17-footer.
Castorella picks up his first and team second.
Yeah, this one's on Castorella.
Bangor will put it in. Venetestein out on top to Ray.
Bangor is going to have to rely on perimeter shooting. They're not going to get much inside today.
No, Campbell will bring it right out to Venetestein. Over to Johnson.
But again, pace of the game will favor Bangor, the lower the score. And they're in no hurry right now.
And it's Johnson to Campbell. Campbell will be shut off. It's out to Ray. Now Shea over to Johnson.
Well, this is what Bangor wants. Move the basketball, run that clock.
And a foul is called against Deering. Castorella will pick up number 2. That's the 13th foul on Deering.
Well, Deering a little bit frustrated because they got to play a little defense. Bangor being real patient.
Castorella, that's his second, team third.
And of course, no shots coming up on that foul. Bangor will put it